All right, welcome back to Chill Vibes with your boy, Chill Vibes, because we bring the chillest of vibes. I do hope you enjoyed that intro because it took a lot of work, and sometimes I really don't want to record or edit an intro. Now, on your screen, you might see that some things look different, but that's because in the previous episode, I had built a new area with a new drawbridge, but I didn't feel like it looked right. So I deleted that area or what I had so far and redesigned something. I don't know. It turned out decently, I guess. So I really can't complain too much, except when I hit play, traffic was horrendous. But that's the new reality right now in Cities Skylines 2. And also, we have more news in regards to Cities Skylines 2 and the future of Cities Skylines 2. The game development has moved from Colossal Order to a different development studio, one that is owned by Paradox Interactive themselves. So the development has moved from Colossal Order, which it has been for the past 13 years, which included the development and completion of Cities Skylines 1 and Cities Skylines 2 up until recently. I honestly don't know how to feel, as I grew up basically playing Cities Skylines 1 with Colossal Order, and here comes this new game development studio taking the realms of this pretty brand new game, which I thought had came out 2 years ago. Not exactly, but it's really been only 1 year since Cities Skylines 2 has been out. But it's no longer Colossal Order's game to develop. I forgot the name of the development studio, but I'm sure you've seen the news, you've heard it. So I really don't need to get into it, but I have to talk about it because it's rather interesting and I don't know what to think. The new studio hasn't really been developing any city building or city planning type games, but I'm not a pessimist. I'm very hopeful for the future development of City Skylines 2 and hope, honestly, for more transparency and, the content. Colossal Order really had its hand tied with the development and, post-release messaging of City Skylines 2. So hopefully this new studio can really, take things, or hopefully Paradox themselves can really, influence the future development of this game, which it's honestly become my favorite over the past few days, especially since the new DLC has dropped. I've been finding myself playing it more often than not, and I'm excited. This is what I paid my money for. Along with the new announcement of the game moving to a new development studio, we also have a game release timeline with the new features of bikes being introduced in a couple days, November 19th to be exact, and some radio stations and other things coming in December. I'm excited. I might not sound like it, but I'm really looking forward to seeing bikes. Another thing we could interact with. I forgot the other thing that's coming. Hopefully, let's see. So we have bikes, supply chains, and skyscraper content packs coming with 2 radio stations and, something that a lot of people have been waiting for, the beta of the asset editor. Now, I'm not too excited about that because I don't edit or make assets, so I leave that to the professionals. But I'm excited for content for this game. It's been really lacking since I've bought it. I've only really had like 200, under 300 hours, I'd say, hours, because I've been waiting on content for it. In the beginning, the game felt empty. There wasn't anything to do other than build a city. It wasn't really managing. But now it's kind of feeling full and like City Skylines 1. And, looking at the future of this game with what's to come, I'm excited. I just wish it was more managing stuff. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's gonna come. City Skylines 1, you had a lot of content where you could manage the wellness and overall happiness of your cities. And I spent a lot of hours in that game. So I'm really hoping for the same from City Skylines too. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, but it's good. And I do want to say thank you to Paradox, of course. Not Paradox, Colossal Order, because they've really, they did good. It's unfortunate they couldn't carry on, but some things end and some things begin. So this is good. All right, now I think I'm done with the yapping, at least with the talking points I've prepared. I'm trying to take this seriously, so I have to come prepared, especially when I'm doing a voiceover with the time lapse. I can't just yap. But on the screen, you see me doing a little bit of detailing behind this alley pathway of some new Dutch row houses in the new district across the Bay Area. This district is right adjacent to the drawbridge, so it's fairly close. And it's gonna be next to the castle, which wasn't in the last episode, and it's in this episode. I don't think I recorded me building it, unfortunately. I don't know anymore. It's been a couple days, so forgive me, and I'm not going back to look. So if something looks different, that's because sometimes after I record, I'm like, that doesn't feel right, and I don't want to record again. I just build, so be prepared for that. Also, I'm going through some graphical issues with the game and how it looks. So if things look different, don't mind it. That's just a new wave. Honestly, I can't really complain too much. Yeah, man, it's this area. I'm putting down some like lounge things, and what I would want to see in these areas is just like people hang out. I think you could do that with some mods where they have the people, but I'm not sure if it breaks or damages the game, so I'm really not gonna do that too much, but I'm gonna see. But even in these areas, if you could just like, one or two people just hanging out, so maybe somebody smoking a cigarette or two, you feel me? Not too crazy. Or just like people sitting in the chairs. I wish more people would like interact with the things in the game, and I feel like that's my biggest problem. The Sims only go to work, go to school, and travel. They don't interact with the surrounding area. Unlike City Skylines 1, you feel me? Like, especially with the game day assets which came out, you would actually see people playing games within the environment on the tennis court or the basketball court. You would see people playing basketball or tennis, and it's things like that that really made it feel alive. And I wish this game has that. Now, City Skylines 1 didn't become what it became overnight. It took years, you feel me? So I'm hoping, I know that City Skylines 2 with the right amount of TLC will live up to its namesake. You know, it has a lot to live up to, but it's not that hard, especially with, you know, GTA 6 coming out next year. So, you know, I'm excited. It's the end of the year, and I don't know. This time lapse though, I have another recording that I'm gonna have to speed up, but you're gonna hear a cut, and I'm gonna jump right back into talking. Maybe, I don't know. I think I've yapped way too much. It's been like 10 minutes. So if you don't hear from me, I appreciate you as always. All right, welcome back to Cities Skylines 2. I hope you enjoyed that intro and time lapse. All right, welcome back. My fault. That was just too loud in my ear, and it was becoming annoying. But welcome to the new area. First of all, let's take a look at the Grand Bridge. Let's speed it up a little bit. Something I noticed is that sometimes when the sims take too long, the bridge will open up and they'll be stuck here, and the thing will just go. Okay, there we go. I'm not gonna lie, this is a cool mechanic, and the boats are way in, and you didn't see that. Sometimes they wait, sometimes they don't. I might have to fix the boat lanes and whatnot there, but this is cool, man. We never had this in City Skylines 1. But yeah, welcome to the new area. First of all, we have our ferry service right out here. This dock is a little low, so I'm gonna have to move it up. We could probably do that right now. Let's see. Actually, I want to wait until another ship comes so I can line it up properly. But yeah, this is the new area, and this is gonna be like the newer old town, I want to say. You know, over here we had this area, which I was kind of developing the same. You know, we have some smaller houses, smaller roads and stuff, and it looks good, but something's missing from there. I need to fix that. This area is gonna look better because I had plans to build a castle, so this is gonna be the new area. And just for, you know, connectivity's sake, I connected the roads to the new highway, which connects to our port, our new port, and you know, I have to do something about the industrial demand soon, which I'm gonna do. So I'm probably gonna make this entire thing an industrial area, maybe this whole section, and this whole area is gonna be industry basically. But I needed more population. As you can see, population is increasing. Over the past couple of days, it was decreasing. Another thing that I did was I introduced metro, because the traffic in the city is getting abysmal. So I placed a couple metro stops, and I did have them connected. Oh, that's a bus line. I did have them connected, except this one, so I might connect that one with, I think that's another station, right? Yeah, this ain't connected, is it? That is connected. But yeah, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. Since I'm yapping, since I'm here, I might as well. I'm gonna pause the game. And double subway, is that the one I want? I think this is the one that I want. Just gonna bring that down. Alright. And something I noticed when you're building the subway tracks, if you have anarchy, it just won't work. So turn that off. Hopefully it's, let me just bring that down a little closer. Let me see where that is. Alright. I'm gonna go out this way because we might have more metro stops on this peninsula. Sometimes you get that slope too steep thing, which I don't get why. But if the game says it's too steep, then it's too steep. Okay, we could come right in here. Cool. And then I'm gonna disconnect this part because I need wait, no, that's fine. Is it? No, I did it wrong. See? So it's supposed to snake. It's not an efficient metro line, but it's gonna get the job done until I could build something more sustainable. Right, let's line that up. Bring that in. Cool. This is the first time I'm even playing with the metro line tool. It's not bad. It's just finicky a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, let's see if I can line it up. Sometimes it's weird, but there you go. I lined it up. And that should work, right? Wait, did I mess up again? I think I did. Wait, it's supposed to go. Yeah, I did. I'm not the brightest bulb. Wait, how was this supposed to go? I guess that could work too. I could just have two of them running. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna just connect them for now though. I'm gonna just connect them for now. Hopefully this works. I'm excited. So this is gonna be, oh wait, we still gotta connect the metro field. Oh my gosh, that's mad work. All right, so we can't even build the stations without connecting these. And I wanted to save this for a full transportation episode. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with that right now, but yeah, let's get back over here. Traffic isn't too bad, and let's just look at the new area. So it's things like this that I'm talking about, where this should have been an animation. That this should have popped down and people should be walking in, not just at the entry points, or make the door here, you know. So it's just little cosmetic things like that that really grinds my gears. I don't know where. I apologize for that cut, but I'm trying to get some content in, and I don't know what to put here in this area. I have a subway, and none of the parks really fit. Everything is either too big or too small. So I might just make a custom park myself and call it a day. And I don't think none of like the asset buildings. What do we need over here? Oh, I could try to fit in one of these. Something like this. Oof, that's too big. What's this? Ludo square, that's too big. So something like that. Maybe it's too big. Too big. See, everything is just nothing fits. Alright, let's see what we have in here. We gotta find some. Let me get 4. Let me get 3. I don't think I want. Where are the this fits. I think I have day and night cycle on, so if it looks like time is changing, it is. Alright, let's get a tool so I can squeeze it in right there. And that's gonna be the Eastern European. Yeah, that fits. I don't want. Yeah, why was it going tonight? That was hella weird. I need to watch my fingers because I definitely stopped recording for a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, I forgot we have these, so we could create something nice. Alright, and then I kind of want, because it's not like it's an old area, but we could have nice things, you feel me? So maybe take that off. Anything, take that off, and then we could go to commercial and see what type of EU type commercial buildings they have that we could place here. Let's see. Low. Actually, that doesn't look too bad for that area, but I want something a little taller. No. 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 Ooh, like a motel or a hotel. That'd be cool. A lounge. That's a big one. Alright, yeah, I like that. That works. And then honestly, I'm gonna get some Eastern European low. Maybe a taller building. No. I want something skinny. That works. I don't know, this is a weird area. I'm gonna try to fix it a little bit. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that one, so delete. And then we're gonna get mix residential 2 width. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's nice. Nope, wrong thing. And then honestly, we really just plant some trees to hide those impurities. Yep, that looks good already. That looks great. As you can see, a lot of people, so we definitely need a metro or something. But it's coming. I like this area. And what I'm gonna do, which I think you can change the colors. Change that to like a dark. And the roof is gonna be like a red. So matches just a little bit, maybe an orange. That don't match. I want that bricks. You can't change these colors, I don't think. Is that it? That might be it. Let's see. See if I can get that one. Okay, it's not it. But that's fine. We could make our own. Orange? It's more orange, right? Yeah. No, that's disgusting. You know what? It's gonna be that. That's fine. And the green can stay. But yeah, this is it. Once again, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. It's midnight. I'm tired. So I'll see you in the next one.